Hello, welcome. I'm Annie Moyer. This is Sun and Moon Yoga Studios YouTube channel, and we are here tonight for meditation and a short Dharma talk. We'll start with some sitting practice, and then it'll be a short talk, and I will encourage participation in the way of questions after after we talk and sit a little while longer, and then we'll wrap up. Probably be just under 30 minutes tonight. So let's start, as always, by finding a comfortable seat and allowing yourself to root and rise at the same time. Dropping, lifting, grounding, and rising. This sense of being safe in the ground, on the ground, and also by virtue of that safe grounding, being open to and willing to lift up tall and wide. And then tend to any small adjustments that will give you the best opportunity to be fully comfortable and supported, and at the same time alert and awake. And notice your breath. Let your awareness be anchored on the tides of breath coming in and rolling out. You will experience distraction. Your mind will wander. The moment you notice that happening is the moment of meditation. That is mindful presence. Stay with those moments as frequently and for as long as you can. You may experience some sensations as a result of the harnessed mind. Just watch with curiosity and not with attachment or aversion, just noticing. Maybe a warmth here or a tingle there, or some floating experience in the center. Whatever it is, just notice it. No need to attach any meaning to anything you experience. Just be here for it. Take a few more breaths. Stay as close to each minute particle of breath as you can, cresting at the top of the inhale and slowly resolving as the inhale fades, as the exhale fades. And welcome yourself back. Note your surroundings, feel your body in space, maybe move it around a little bit, shift and stretch and wriggle. I don't know if they still do this in school anymore. It's been a long time since I've been in a regular classroom as a teacher, much less as a child student. But I remember well the days of taking roll. And when I was a student, when I was a kid in school and the teacher got to my name, it felt good. It felt good to be noted. It felt good to be acknowledged in the room. And I liked the feeling of putting my voice in the room and saying, here, And there's two sides to this. One side is, from the Buddhist perspective, it shouldn't matter that one's name and one's separate identity is just a fleeting glimpse of reality, and the only thing that's real about it is that it is impermanent. And so maybe that feeling in me that enjoyed having my name called and responding to it in the affirmative was a feeling of needing to establish my ego as a separate thing, which is age appropriate. That is developmentally what human beings are supposed to do safely and routinely as they establish themselves. So there's that side of it. But the other side of it is the here part, is the present part. And what it meant to be listening closely enough so that when the teacher got to your name, you would hear them. And then in the affirmative response to say, that's me and I'm here, we are asserting a sort of presence that is meaningful, that is grounded in this particular moment, in this particular space, in this particular body, and among these other particular bodies. And that fullness of presence is what we are seeking in these wisdom traditions, to remind ourselves about what this life is for, that we are here for whatever other and additional purposes there are, that we are here so that we know we're here, so that we can tell that this consciousness has its role to play right now. And once it has played that role in any particular formative moment, then it can let go of that one and then play its next role, and its next, and its next, and its next. And the more of those moments we can be here for, the more opportunity we will have for insight into those moments and for skillful response to those moments, for all of the things that help us uproot our afflictive states of beings, the qualities of patience and compassion and kindness and equanimity and ease and confidence and openness and curiosity, intentionality, discipline, all of these qualities that help us hear when we're called and give us the capacity to say, yes, I'm present, I'm ready to learn, or I'm ready to teach, or I'm ready to serve, or I'm ready to love, or I'm ready to grieve when it's appropriate, or I'm ready to process my anger in an appropriate way when it's the appropriate time, or I'm ready to move on to the next thing. I think that's what I would like to imagine I was responding to, with that little spark of like, yeah, I'm here, I'm ready. So I'll offer an invitation now to sit with this notion of here-ness, of this idea that someone has called our name. And now I'm speaking metaphorically. We're here in this moment, wherever you are in this space, in this time, to say, I have come here for a reason. I'm going to have a little practice. I'm going to consider some teachings. And what does that feel like to raise your hand and say, yep, I'm here, ready. So, just another stretch of time sitting in contemplative practice. And I'll invite you, if you'd like to, if you find it useful, to use the mantra of here. So when you notice yourself wandering, imagine that your wisdom consciousness has just called your name, and you say, "Oh yes, I'm here." And we'll try that for a little stretch of time. Once again, find your breath. Establish a comfortable seat. And then rest here. When you notice the wandering away that is bound to happen, respond to that recognition as if you're responding to the teacher calling your name. And come back and be here. Invite the next few breaths, nice, deep, smooth, or long, however it feels right for you to breathe. And gently return your awareness to this moment. I will share a little poem with you. It's called Attendance. Had I not attended, I would have not seen the way the two slender limbs met as one across the path. Had I not attended, I would have forgotten that this creek is part of that ocean. Had I not attended, I would have missed the 12 shades of green in new spring. Had I not attended, the majestic height of trees would have gone over my head. Had I not attended, these rocks would not have arranged themselves as the grand staircase to the manor of the ridge. Had I not attended, the broccoli trees, the lettuce ferns, the dressing waterfall would not have tossed my fancy. Had I not attended, the lover's marks on the tree would not have brought me back to school days and crush nights where I learned the sum of 1 + 1. Taking attendance, I am marked present. Let's take a few breaths, and if you have any comments or questions to share, happy to engage that now. And if you're watching on the recording later, not live, you can make a comment on the video, and I'll get a notification and respond. So any thoughts at all? Happy to engage. All right. Well, it is an honor, as always, to be here. And if you'd like to join me with palms together in front of your heart, expressing the silent wish that all beings may know happiness and the causes of happiness, that all beings may be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, and that all beings may know peace. Thank you so much. Take good care, and I'll see you soon.